Saint-Luc.
I know from my own experience, spaying and neutering the cats in my neighborhood is now free.
Could a spay or neutering program help? A man drowns in Longueuil. Was he the son of a former African dictator? And demanding a regular education.
They've offered homeschooling 6 hours a week, which is ridiculous. Or they've offered to put them in a hallway.
The parents of a boy with a brain disorder are taking a school board to court.
CTV News with Deborah Arbeck.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. There is a battle brewing in the West End pitting Côte Saint-Luc against some 10,000 feral cats. They roam streets, reproducing at an alarming rate. And tonight, the city held an information meeting to talk about controlling the population. Cindy Sherwin was there. Cindy, the issue is quite complex. What are some of the solutions being discussed?
Well, the main solution, Deborah, that was discussed at a very spirited meeting, I should say, attended by more than 100 people, is a program called Trap, Neuter, and Release. Volunteers set humane traps, cages with food inside, and they capture the feral cats, bring them to veterinarians, who then deworm, vaccinate, and spay or neuter the cat. Now, although some find homes, there are certainly not enough homes for them, and so the majority are then released back into the wild. But they are healthy and unable to reproduce, and that is critical, as a female cat, I learned tonight, over a 4-year period, is able to produce as many as 3,200 kittens. Alana Devine of the SPCA says the TNR program is much more effective than removing and euthanizing feral cats.
Secondly, it's cost effective in the long term, and it's a lot less expensive to trap and neuter cats than it is to continually kill cats that continue to reproduce. Thirdly, it's a lot more humane. You get people on board, citizens want to be involved, they want to help trap.
But there were some voices of dissension at the meeting, primarily Dr. David Bird, a wildlife expert, who thinks there's an ugly side to TNR.
Cats, and particularly feral cats, kill hundreds of millions of birds each year and other kinds of wildlife. A lot of them are endangered species as well, and that's one thing. And secondly, it's a very, very dangerous and hostile environment out there, even for feral cats. If they're not killed by cars, they get diseases, they starve to death, they're killed by dogs, and they're killed by evil people who don't like cats to be out there. And so I'm not saying that it's a non-starter solution. I really think that the best solution overall is for people to keep their cats indoors.
And most in the room did agree that bylaws are needed to make sure cat owners behave responsibly and spay and neuter their pets, and that feral cats are a major problem in Côte Saint-Luc and in Montreal, and something needs to be done. And they are certainly hoping that the city of Côte Saint-Luc and even the city of Montreal takes action in the future. Deborah?
All good points all the way around. Thank you very much, Cindy.